Today in this video we'll show how we can do a EMI measurement sweep, and if an interfering signal or an interference is detected, how we can go about and run a tune and listen on that interfering signal. So I have here a N9030B spectrum analyzer with EMI receiver mode enabled, and the RF input is connected to a whip antenna. So this is the interface you'll be prompted with. Let's just go ahead and set this up. So you might be initially prompted with just a frequency. Click the down arrow and go to measurement setup. Let's pick measurement standards. In this video, I'll just go with Suburban C, which is the 30 MHz to 300 MHz signal. Now we just head back to settings, do a scan and search. So that's a scan. We have some signals filling. Let's do a search. That's with the meters, and I can see some signals have been picked up as failing with my arbitrary limit line here. So this would be the signal I'm interested in, which is the 102, so that's being pointed to. So if you notice, the meter or the detectors would immediately pick the frequency point. So under meters, if you want to enable quasi-peak and EMI average, you can do that. I'm just not going to run the measure as it would take quite a bit of time, but it's done a pre-sweep here, and I'm interested to check to tune and listen to this interfering signal. So once I have this highlighted, I can go to tune and listen. That's under measurement setup right here. And then you can go ahead and do a demodulation on that signal. So I know this is an FM channel, so I will just turn FM on, and by doing so, I should be able to hear some sound out of the speakers on the PXA. So I was able to tune and listen. Let me just switch this off. So this is how you can go about doing a tune and listen on an interfering signal when you're in EMI receiver mode. If you like this to show in swap SA mode, there's two ways you can go about it. But first, go to global. Let's do global center frequency and global standards here. And then you can open a second tab. And instead of frequency scan, you can go to spectrum analyzer swap SA mode. What you've seen in the frequency scan under EMI mode will be translated over to the second window. So you can also then zoom in here and do tune and listen. So similarly, it's under measurement setup, tune and listen. You will have to then pick this, and that you should hear some audio, which I can. So let me just switch that off. In case you don't, one quick area to check under swap SA mode is under input output, and under output, the analog out should be demod audio. So if you're in tune and listen, that should automatically pick up. So let me hit FM. If you go input output output, that would be automatically selected. Now to tune down the volume, you can go here, you can mute it. So let's just put that back up. I will now just turn off the demodulation. So we can go back to EMI frequency scan. So it works in two areas, but if you want to just have a quick check all under EMI receiver mode, this is where you can see it. In the event you are not hearing any audio out of the spectrum analyzer or EMI receiver, you can just do a quick check under Windows system sound settings. So let's minimize this, and you would want to go to settings. Under system, go to sound. Just make sure the output is to the speakers. And under input, you want to go to device properties. Just make sure that this is not disabled. And if you go to additional device properties, just make sure you go and check that listen to this device is checked. Otherwise, you might not hear any audio out of the spectrum analyzer when you're in tune and listen mode. that's all I have for this video. Thanks for watching.